I still haven't gotten the visualizer working yet, but eh. Your streak is on a leap. You have a leap month in your streak. I swear. That's what it is. Okay. Hello and welcome to Lost Tokyo News. Tonight's top story. The Wright Anything Agency's DEI branch is dissolved after it was proven to be a tax shelter. When asked about it, owner Phoenix Wright said, quote, "Okay, I know we're setting a bad example here, but trust me, it was just this one. We didn't need it, and I need the money. I'm sorry. No, it's not normally like this. No, don't put in the paper that it's like this. Also, I'm not gay. I mean, don't put in the paper that I was gay." We go now to our correspondence.
When the Phoenix's teenage daughter, Trucy, was asked, question mark after daughter, was asked, her feelings on the matter, she yelled, freedom of speech and slammed the door in our face. Our reporters still aren't sure what she meant by that to this day. I get what you meant by the bit now, I get it.
I got a hold of another lawyer at the Wright Anything Agency, Apollo Justice, who proceeded to say, when we asked about Phoenix Wright's alleged homosexuality, he responded, "Alleged?" and then proceeded to say a word that I cannot repeat on live television.
Needless to say, the status of their paid taxes or not will not be investigated further until the IRS exists again.
When asked who was the diversity hire, Apollo or Athena, Phoenix laughed for 10 seconds and said, "Neither. That'd have been funny, though. Damn, I guess I should have used that money for something, huh?" We still have it.
Spaghetti.
We still have it. You can't have it back, though.
We spent half of it on spaghetti and the other half got spaghetti all over it. It's all spaghetti now. That was Phoenix. That was audio from Phoenix. Anyways, sorry. I'm just laughing because I'm remembering that one of the news channels in our hometown used the Kirby's city the Kirby Air Ride main menu music, as their weather report music for like 15 fucking years before
So
someone
fun.
finally told them that, like, dude, that's Nintendo.
Daddy Nintendo does not like when you use their music. You need to be so careful. You are walking on a razor's edge.
For 15 years.
You're 15 years.
It probably wasn't that long. When you're a kid, it feels that long. But I heard the song locally before I heard it in the video game, and then I felt like I was having a stroke when I realized it was the same fucking song.
Yep.
Some kid ripped it from YouTube. Anyways, hi, it's been a little bit. That's because I've been upgrading computers, and also the world has been redacted. The whole thing's been redacted.
A lot of it was my fault too, because I went away to New York.
You went to New York City?
I thought you were going to say that a lot of the world getting redacted was your fault, and I was going to be like, what'd you do?
No,
Well, maybe a little bit of it is, but not all the flashy parts. I keep my world burning to a nice private minimum.
To a nice private minimum. Ooh, this might be too loud.
Minimal private bullshit in New York City. Shout out to anyone that was at Madison Square Garden to see Dimension 20 live. And then I got so sick for the week afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm okay enough now. I'm sorry if my sinuses still sound bad. Believe you me, they sounded worse the other day. So.
I just realized
Here we
something's
are.
missing from the HUD. I need to go get it. Yeah, you got con flu or just, actual flu.
Yeah, well, I thought it was just getting a chest and sinus infection because I usually get a sinus infection after like a lot of travel, especially like anything that affects my blood pressure, like air travel does. And because I also was really careful to mask the entire time, but I was also in very, very cold weather a lot because it's New York and you can't even go in the public library if you have a suitcase with you. So my body just kind of was broken. when I got
Yeah,
back.
I'm so sorry. God. The
Hey, it was worth it.
Also, conflu as in, like, going to a large gathering of people and just getting a combination of everything they have, including but not limited to COVID. This is why the masks and the boosters. Amateur flu. Hi. So yeah, you went to see Brennan Lee Mulligan and his gaggle of idiots.
The back of him, yeah. From a surprisingly great seat, too. That has forever ruined my idea of, that's the first time I've been in a venue that large. And it fully has ruined that. I wasn't, like, on the floor, but just through the random, like, being very quick, very fast, getting tickets for a really good price before the bullshit started to happen, before the surge. Just being fast enough. I was in like the first section kind of area, not on the floor, but like right behind that. So I saw the back of Brennan Lee Mulligan.
The back of that funny man's head.
Back of the funny man's head, saw everyone else's faces.
The man who single-handedly saved college humor, not really a joke.
Also,
dual-handedly
extra shout out to, just in case this video ever reaches anyone who was at the Calroy meetup the next day, at that strange public-private park in Midtown Manhattan.
Yeah, Volpix, if you happen to be in the Manhattan area and you saw a bunch of the most millennial-looking motherfuckers ever gather for a bunch of just like around the concept of figurine, but not figurines.
It was a meet and greet with a figurine that is a reproduction of a figurine that was on the show. It was a long story.
This absolutely sounds like something like you are describing what Maya is currently doing and why she's not here.
She would also there was a tiny, tiny red carpet that they had for the figurine, and they made little pipe cleaner, like, red velvet rope, like, gates around it for everyone to come to. So that is absolutely Maya bullshit.
Alright, so that is where you were, but we are now here, and we're all gonna try and have a good time solving this crime. It's funny because, it was a school shooting. wait, hang on. No, memory serves. It was a school stabbing. Okay, that's much funnier.
Yeah, but my butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. I think I have con flu.
You ready?
So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time?
Balance out your audio.
My heart hasn't stopped racing this fast since I ran that full marathon last year.
Do you have any idea how non-specific gaggle of millennial-looking people obsessed with figurines is in New York? Okay, that's my fault. That's fair.
Specifically, it was that we were in an area that was so not where we're expected to be. It was a public area, technically. It was technically a public park, but security did come up to me because I was the only one because I dress kind of fancy, and, like, came up to me and was like, "What's this?" And
what are you all doing here?
Strategically started with, there was a show at Madison Square Garden, because that's where you gotta start with. I left out the part about the figurine being a reproduction.
Because that would have been too much. That would have been too weird.
That would have been one step too many. I just said that this was, like, everyone saying goodbye before they got on their flights with a reproduction, or not reproduction, a figurine that was auctioned off, that was on the show, that was at Madison Square Garden.
It's
Shout out to that security guard if you're watching.
You pulled out your inner Athena of like, I need to emotionally resonate with this guard and not actually to get him to do what I want.
Yeah, because this is technically private property. It's public-private property because it's
America.
Rich people things.
If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high.
That is some shit Phoenix told you. He had a full joint in his mouth and said, no, I'm just getting a lawyer's high.
Nothing will get you higher faster than sitting behind a desk for 8 hours poring over paperwork.
Don't say it like this. Oh, I'm gonna get a screenshot of this. We can just maybe it goes in the collage, or maybe this is just a personal screenshot I have access to now.
Exactly.
Relax. Everyone's nervous their first time.
So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so terribly brutal. And willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction.
There's that end justifies the means concept again.
Look, all I'm saying is that you need to just take preventative action and just kill him. Shoot him.
Listen, my name is Means. How can I not be a little into the idea? I just... Some decisions are made for you in this life, and this is one that was made for me. Now that it has come to this...
Ooh.
We have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end does justify the means.
I'm gonna kick you in the skull.
It's made of granite, good luck. I wish you'd stop saying that.
Well, I guess we have no choice but to cheat in court. Nope, we're just gonna cheat. All right, everybody. Hey, security guard, you listening to this?
That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. Mm-hmm.
But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me...
Oh, Christ.
As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
Knows Victorian kids.
But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial... Would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain?
Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I?
My, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own inefficacy. Inefficacy. I was trying to remember how to pronounce that. Inefficacy the hard way. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that?
Forgive me, Professor Means. With all due respect, can you shut the fuck up?
Sure thing, young man.
Small child, of course. Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just, I wish to protect Juniper by any
No.
means I can.
No, yeah, you made that very clear, dude.
I do too, but
Now, if you would excuse me.
Hang on, let me see if I read that right. See, Athena needs to realize this, and I'm sure this story is gonna make this point too. Means wants to protect Juniper by any means necessary. What Athena wants to do, and she's equating this to be the same thing, is prove Juniper innocent by any means
yeah, exactly.
necessary, which is a
That's
different
not
thing.
not inherently the same thing.
Because if she's not innocent, or if people still think, I think that girl's still shady, that's not good enough for her.
Yeah.
It has to be that she is innocent because she knows she's innocent, and I'm going to prove that she's innocent.
Yeah. Thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before.
I like how everyone in Ace Attorney universally hears themselves as incredibly suave, except Apollo, who has no self-esteem. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, okay, it's also that he's actually got a good grasp on how people sound and canonically is good at impressions.
True. True.
So
That
it's less that he has no self-esteem. He has low self-esteem.
yeah. He has.
It's
a
that
little.
he
Yes.
it's that he has low self-esteem and he does everyone else has an overinflated sense of ego.
Yeah, it's
he-
the combination.
He's in that happy middle ground, like It's Always Sunny said, where comedians thrive between like low self-esteem and suicidal, where he's
Yeah.
very good at doing impressions. Like, yeah, I'm so good at pretending to be other people. I just love doing that. Anyways,
You can't make me fall in love with Apollo any more than I already have. Come on.
oh man.
Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling.
I'll be fine. And I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said.
Oh,
Like-
good, because I have.
I do agree, Vulpix, that either they should have kept the name means, or they should have had him say the ends justify the means less often than he is saying it. He is supposed to be coming off as a little bit cult-like, but it is still too much. It is like, it is all of his dialogue is including that, and it ends up being very repetitive.
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
The trial's about to begin. I'll show you in the courtroom if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time.
This time? That's all I've been doing. You
Don't
sure as
forget-
shit haven't.
Don't forget to remind her to smile, Apollo.
Okay, it sounds really weird when you insist that a woman needs to smile. You understand that, right?
No, I got that advice from Clavier, actually. Yeah, we can tell. We know.
It sounds worse now.
My daughter's always being needed to remember to smile. Yeah, because she's a stage performer.
It's different, dude. This is a courtroom. If you're just all smiles in the courtroom, people ain't gonna trust you, man.
Just grinning like a creep the entire time. That's right. I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free.
Here we go. October 25th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 4. Presumably, yes.
Yeah. You remember. We all remember.
It hasn't exploded yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna get exploded in a bit.
It's still historic at the moment.
Oh, Christ, this voice. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods.
Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
Defense team leader.
That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Your boldness.
I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. Arr!
This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. Now, summon the witness.
Yes, sir.
Is there something the matter? Please do share your baldness.
Whatever gave you that idea? I mean, bailiff, call the first witness.
Master says call the first witness, so we call the first witness. And now we don't even
God.
get an opening statement?
Well, yeah, it's your job to say something.
Detective Fulbright. He and prosecutor... My tongue was like professor.
Professor Blackquill.
I could only come down one step from master. I couldn't come all the way to prosecutor. He and prosecutor Blackwell have been quite the team.
All right, the case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain.
What was that just now? It's like he and Blackquill are totally in sync.
Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, like Star Wars?
Oh my god, exactly.
I was just gonna say. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan.
Because when I hear mind melding, the 1, 2, 3 trick that like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon trick that my brain does is remembering Obama say some kind of Star Wars Jedi mind meld, and how that was like a bomb that went off on the schoolyard of people who had kids who had no political opinions, deciding that now was the time to dunk on Obama. It was so in retrospect it was funny, but at the time it was very alarming.
Yeah, Apollo has never seen Star Wars because all he watches are YouTube videos of paint drying and old episodes of Frasier.
Disagree. I actually had a joke to follow in. I just had to confirm the age.
Yeah.
Mind melding? But neither of them are blue.
Oh.
He's a Mass Effect fan.
God damn it.
Yes. You're absolutely right.
Yes.
For a split second, my brain had to go, Avatar joke? And then
No, he doesn't watch Avatar.
Apollo was absolutely the one person on planet Earth that's like, no, you had to have seen it IMAX. Like, no, I'm just saying, it's like the world building. The one Avatar stan.
He's seen The Lion King upscaled and IMAX and was convinced, like, I don't know, it's really big.
Because he has,
also,
like a career.
I was gonna call you out for what do you mean old episodes of Frasier, and then I remembered actually, wait, no shit, they did in fact make new episodes of Frasier. God fucking damn it.
Well, and it also would have been very old by the time that you're like 2045 or whatever the fuck this is.
God no, if it was 2045, I wouldn't have made 2045, I wouldn't have made a Mass Effect joke. It's 2027 at the moment.
Right. Oh god, that's only 2 years from now.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And Apollo is 23.
When you think of mind melding, you think of XCOM. I feel like Athena would be someone who says like, I really like XCOM, but they mean one of the new ones, and that's fine, but it pisses the fuck off other like XCOM fans. Like, no, I'm 18. I only play Chimera Squad, and like, and a lot of people are like.
Okay, but Chimera Squad was good and got a bad rap.
True, correct.
All right.
Anyone has a problem with that, fight me.
Detective Fulbright, would you please explain to the court the case? Professor Cord's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this awl that I have here. She was stabbed like this. Sorry. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it, as will mine.
Why we test before I get my hands on them?
Delivered onto us autopsy record. A deep stab. Deep, huh? Deep with an awl?
I mean, it depends on the size of the awl, but yeah.
Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too. Blackwell has trained him well.
Shit, Apollo wants one.
Maybe Blackwell should train it to not mess up people's hair while he's at it.
Moving right along, the body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third-floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room.
So then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage.
Precisely, and there is one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner!" It took so much restraint not to add an extra O there.
Yep. I was thinking the same. I was thinking
the same thing.
It is all over for us. There is no hope.
Oh, yeah. Our brains are fully rotted.
What's this? You have such a recording?
We don't even have law degrees. At least this gaggle of morons has, like, long-standing career degrees.
Must be from that tape recorder Miriam mentioned.
But why is this the first we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder?
Shut. Silence, please. I would like to play the tape for you now.
Oh, no voice. No voice acting for that, okay.
No, he said silence.
It is quite hard to hear.
But the voice does sound female. Objectively.
Okay. The noise and low volume of the voice have made the voice print analysis all but impossible.
Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant?
Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night and then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved?
Oh, I know. It could have been in the middle of the night when no one was around.
Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial, when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time that Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body.
The prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body.
Oh, wait one moment. If all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body.
I have no fear, for there's always an exception.
Exception?
The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. Not necessarily true.
What? Then that would mean... What does that mean?
Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust us.
I don't like where this is headed, Athena.
Me neither.
And by those 3, I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods.
Knew it.
But what do you mean you knew it? He literally said that the participants in the trial. You fucking forget?
Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say.
In justice we trust us. I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of those 3 people who could have moved the body, just one is a girl. That leaves the defendant Juniper Woods as the only possibility. Is a not insignificant amount of this trial going to be hinged upon introducing to court the concept of vocal training? Because I'm fairly certain that's actually where this is going.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, like Star Wars.
Shit, that was good.
He has you on the ropes even before the cross-examination.
They only have the special editions in 2020.
You can at least pretend to be upset for me.
A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month.
The prosecutor will refrain from bribing the witness? I don't do this for the money. Sir, trust me, if you'd see you would know I don't do this for the money.
Even if I could afford to have a family back home, I don't, so it's you know, runs covered, tight, but I don't do this for the money.
I appreciate whenever I can show up to these courtrooms because it means I can turn off the heating at my place for a couple of hours, and that saves a little bit of money, and it makes it a little easier to get just closer, that little extra bit closer.
It's all about justice. In justice we trust us.
Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are.
Perennial.
Yeah, perennial.
Is that right?
Venial.
No.
But a penial stick in the mud.
You're a real dick stick, if you know what I mean.
Because I don't.
Yes. Neither the carrot nor the stick works on
God damn
Detective
it.
Fulbright.
Fulbright spends all his paychecks on keeping his blindingly white suit dry cleaned. It's part of the job. In justice I trust.
Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand.
Truly the worst color to wear for a detective. My nose is primed for this voice.
So, our first witness is a cardboard box.
Stealth mode deactivated.
Oh my, the box has hands!
Damn, box has hands.
Damn, this box got answer, really.
What will they come up with next?
Fucking incredible.
Smile, Your Honor.
What the fuck? I just had my picture taken!
And on a film camera in 2027 at that.
That's like an antique.
Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Juniper's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crimes.
Okay, can I ask for you to get out of the fucking box?
How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter.
No, it's not. That's like explicitly what you're supposed to not do. The most important thing to an undercover reporter is to get all up in the business so that you have to advance it in order for anything to happen. That's how you report the news, by becoming it.
But testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular. The witness protection program is really just sort of like a stamp.
Former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows
A ninja said you were ableist.
is to pass the death sentence upon them.
Naruto told me you're a navalist in jail, so you gotta let the child be in the box. That's just how it goes. I'll kill you otherwise. Court!
Oh my, wow, I never really thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time.
A former ninja in prison. Holy Shinto. How can the judge believe this load of crock?
Ninjas don't get caught. They wouldn't go to jail.
Now, your
Athena's just a massive weeb.
testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face.
Okay, kid. What's your thing?
I do like that she actually has knee pads.
Yep.
They put so much detail into like every aspect of her character.
The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script.
Okay.
Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's content.
I'm not trying to contradict. Obviously, we have to go through, but I am.
Refreshing, yeah. Wasn't there something about... we definitely got a piece of evidence last time that showed that, like... something that was commissioned, like a piece of art or something that was commissioned that proved that, like, parts of the script could have been seen? Or maybe the photo staging? Something like that, like...
Well, the fact that a photo was taken at all for the trial meant that there had to be other people who knew about it.
Or at least knew about parts
Oh, hang on,
of
Arrow.
the script.
If I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the script's plot, TBD. Get an awl from the hardware store, so there is a real awl. Victim's outfit will be a red one. Whoa, hold on.
Was it a green tracksuit, or
That's
am I
correct.
misremembering?
That's no, you are remembering that correctly. Yeah, we don't have the murder in front of us, but yeah, she was because I made Squid Games jokes.
That's right.
So there are details different.
But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage.
What the fuck?
Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive, and the murder is just like her script.
The murder is just like her script? Could such a thing be true?
Compare her script with the murder case and crime scene photos, then you'll see.
Okay, are we being delivered photos now?
This is so simple, even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand.
Don't blow up my spot like that, fuck you!
Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, this witness's script, along with an envelope on which "use" was written, were found.
Well, that would have been good to know.
This proves that the accused's script had been rejected the day before the mock trial.
What? What do you...
He is claiming that in the envelope
yet.
that says "use," that is the script that is sealed away for the mock trial, and Juniper's was outside of it.
And I guess
He's arguing that because it wasn't in it, that means they weren't going to use it, which is not a strong argument.
That's the motive for killing, and therefore they went ahead with the original script because the killing had been done to use the original.
No, it sounds more like someone took the script out with the intent to rehearse and use it because they were going to use it. Like, to me, like that, like I agree.
Because the mock trial went ahead as originally planned with Juniper's script.
Yeah, and currently we're
as far as
all
we know.
under the assumption that she died the night before, that she was killed the night before, which may be true. But we are all acting with the idea that if she did say, no, we aren't doing this case, that she was killed the night before, and then we went ahead with the trial anyway. So that would track. However, I really do think they were just going to do it anyways, because she helped her write it. We got confirmation about that. Court helped Juniper write the script. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the confirmation we got for that is from Juniper, so it doesn't necessarily work for testimony here. However, it does add to our case.
Yeah.
But
She pressed the victim to use her script. An argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing.
Oh, no. That makes perfect sense. What now?
Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now.
have you watched True Crime, Judge? The judge would share a Facebook post like they're letting the kids show up in court in big boxes because they think they're hermit crabs, when what actually happened was a law that passed to help them hide was during school shootings. Yeah, God. Oh,
Wow.
wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whew,
Wow.
That's brutal, but you're right. The judge would be incredibly susceptible to even the most obvious Facebook AI images. Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's commenting amen underneath an AI Jesus right now.
Yeah. Every time he's not on screen.
Yep.
Yeah, he is on his Lenovo. He is commenting. Amen.
Large font. Zoomed in 200%. He's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth in you. You know how pit bulls do that?
How dare she? My script had it all.
Well, it's not.
A bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayals.
I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness.
Nope, not a problem. I mean, yeah, ready?
I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this.
Okay, so
Can.
technically, I feel like I can just present, but
You might be jumping a little too far ahead. We need
exactly.
to-
That's the thing I'm thinking. Is that the thing the thing I would be trying to argue is too broad right now.
Yeah, we
so-
need to first focus on... we need specific contradictions, so we need to start pressing statements.
Up until the mock trial began, Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Okay, where are you getting that from? I'm very curious. Where the fuck are you getting that from?
Do you know that Professor Court wasn't going to use her script?
There, in the art room where the heinous crime took place, an envelope marked Hughes and Miriam Scuttlebutt's script were found. Evidently, the script that was going to be used belonged to the girl in the box over there.
It's only natural that my script would be accepted and hers rejected. I introduced all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery and fake evidence no one in court's ever heard of. It was a cutting-edge script portraying a courtroom battle in the dark age of the law.
Black Quill is standing there trying not to think like it is a name-swapped Law and Order fanfiction.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna strangle her. I'm gonna get another life sentence.
I can't help but feel like Professor Court went out of her way not to use it.
But Juniper, she used some devious, underhanded tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script, and not my masterpiece, was used in the mock trial. How's that for an explanation?
No evidence? Okay, great.
Not just an explanation.
Wait, hang on. No, actually, I guess that doesn't matter. So, let's start here because I do know that there are details.
Yeah, because it did
No.
not happen exactly like the mock trial. There must be places where the script in this case diverge.
Don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles.
Don't worry about what's true.
I'm not worried. My skin is as fair as silk. I am 18 years old. I'll never age. I'll never die.
Why are we talking about this? Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate.
Shut the fuck up.
The fuck did you just say to me?
Black Quill really turned that one on ya.
Whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback.
That's your job.
Easy there, Athena. Now you listen to me. The two cases do, indeed, have their differences.
Okay, cool.
For one, the stage hadn't yet been erected in the mock trial script. And in the actual case, there were signs indicating the victim's wrists had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities.
But the thing you're arguing is that they are identical, which begets the argument.
Okay.
Which
Also-
begets the argument that someone would have had to read the script because the details were all identical, which is incorrect because they were
And-
not.
And we now also know that even though the tracksuit was identical in both photos because she was still wearing it, that's not what was supposed to be used in the script.
The
Yeah,
script
that was-
stated red.
That
Yeah.
was a change that was made at some point, which would indicate perhaps the script was read at some point during an earlier draft.
Or maybe like parts of it were known through another means rather
Exact-
than literally reading the whole script.
Like
put
perhaps
a
that tape
feeling
recorder
together.
that was there.
In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility.
Incorrect. That is false, and your entire argument is based off of that.
Looks
I
like
mean,
won't be
granted,
possible.
it would just be a really incredible improbability.
What a total burn. Try again, why don't you, pot of
So
woods?
is it the next one then?
Press on the last statement.
On the last day. Okay, yeah, no, this is the other one where, okay, the motive.
This is where she's making a direct assertion that we can press on. We have no evidence to contradict anyone else knowing about the script. She is making a definitive, she has to be the killer. Why?
Yeah, exactly. That's the, but we're arguing the same thing here of the only reason you're arguing she has to be the killer is based off of the argument that it has to be somebody who knew the script in and out, which is based off of the argument that the case was identical, which it's not. So if we can break that, then we break this other chain of arguments too.
Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body just like the script.
Exactly.
Objection.
Weary is the trial which pits Hawk against Canary.
We might be able to get to that, Sophia. Maybe. We'll see.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
If he's so weary, he should try hoofing less. I bet that'd save some energy.
This is no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a fucking canary.
You just asked me to come up with a witty retort for you. Fuck you.
At least a motherfucking swan, Apollo, okay? Get up there and kick his ass, Apollo.
Okay.
Don't be a fighting goose for me.
God. At least canaries pick up on things quickly like you do. There's some positives, right? I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Sykes Dono. Hugh O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents?
You
That's right.
You're asserting, yeah, there's a skip in logic there where you're saying they discovered the body ahead of time, therefore they had to have positioned the body ahead of time. That's not true. Her wrists were tied. She could have been elsewhere for a period of time.
Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child.
Unlike me, who thinks all the time about staging crime scenes.
What do you think got me in jail?
Elementary school.
That's going in the cringe collection.
A reporter's testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for loop. The perfect caption.
How marvelous! A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand.
In a school paper? Seriously?
I believe you've pressed the witness more than enough, Miss Sykes.
Now do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now, and in that fair, desperate mind of yours, etch it deep so you may never forget.
No. No! Even my arguments get thrown back in my face. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I gonna do?
Athena, you should just about have all the answers you've been looking for by now.
Huh?
Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way?
So this is a good argument too. I've also been thinking about this. Why would you do that? Because it just makes it seem like it's you. Like what? Why would you want to stage it the same way? Why would you not go out of your way to make it look like it couldn't have been you?
Unless you're trying to frame someone. I don't follow.
Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do.
Oh, I get it. Thanks, Apollo.
Yeah, she's saying she had
Miss-
motive.
Miss Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just as it was in the script? And that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt, not a coincidence? Is that correct?
No, duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways. Or what I say,
Our client made the crime scene look just like the script, something known only to her. That would not just be foolhardy, but completely irrational.
What do you mean?
Yes, Miss Sykes, please tell this court what you mean by irrational.
It wouldn't make any sense for Junie to mimic her own script on purpose because it would...
Make her the culprit.
Yeah.
The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in and of itself is irrational.
What's wrong with them being the same?
Yes, Miss Sykes, do you mind if we just loop this dialogue a couple of more times for some fucking reason?
Gladly, Your Honor. Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer.
What do you mean?
Yes, Miss Sykes, what do you mean?
Gladly, Your Honor. If so, then...
What do you mean?
No!
Gladly, Your Honor. What reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script?
That's easy. She was admitting that she was...
That's right, Your Honor. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client.
That's great.
The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script.
Don't let it go to your head just yet.
It would seem Justice Stono's comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you!
However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use.
Don't say that about Apollo. Enough with the stupid sword metaphor already.
That's great.
There's a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of which you speak.
Reason? What reason?
Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, nary a soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the
What
case
are
and the
you
script.
fucking talking about? What an insane thing! Oh my god! Okay, for the record, yes, Junie actually would have preferred if the whole thing didn't happen in the end because she didn't want the whole, confrontation to happen between her friends. However, all of that argument only works if we also presume at the same time that she was planning, this idea of everyone will be gathered for a trial that won't happen, and that will be the perfect opportunity to commit the crime. What are you talking about? The only way she could have had opportunity was if the trial happened.
Listen here, you hot topic bargain bin motherfucker. No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered.
Our witness here had also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself.
What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too?
Precisely. And with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled.
Wait, so you didn't call the police?
Nope. I kept it a secret for the big scoop.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You can't do that.
I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin. Did I not, my little box top?
What the fuck?
Compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was...
Jeez, I wonder what the Twisted Samurai did to her.
Block off all the holes in her box. Sorry,
Oh
I keep
shit, we
thinking
should do
about
that.
Spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in delight.
What the fuck, Athena?
That sounds more nauseating than scary, I'm not gonna lie.
It's all I can think about.
Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony.
Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil.
Okay. At this point, I feel like everyone in the fucking school discovered the body and didn't report it for one reason or another. Yeah, everyone's fucking too Among Us pilled and is like, no, I should wait on this information
Where's the
because otherwise
button?
I might
Where's
get
the button?
killed.
I need
Alright.
to find the button.
I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall.
Why?
Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" When suddenly, she fled into the hallway as if she wanted me to follow
What? No,
her.
she was running away from you!
I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Incorrect. Okay, yeah, we know for a fact that's wrong.
Why did you withhold such key testimony?
What was that supposed to mean?
Athena, you haven't even started cross-examination.
I know, but her testimony points to her being a potential suspect.
Well, it sounds like you answered your question.
Well, I don't think Prosecutor Black Quill is... No, wait, I bet he's already thought of that.
The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Wood's room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. The prosecution's claim no longer has any
Thank
ground
you.
to stand on.
Fucking
Oh.
Sorry.
No need to ruffle your own feathers.
Sorry,
so
my bird is just trained to attack little bitches.
when you squeak like a little
Oh my
rat,
God.
it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out?
Oh my fucking god, I can't make jokes. Jesus Christ, that's literally what's
Who's your
happening.
boy?
Good
Who's your
boy.
boy?
Good boy. No thanks.
You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi.
Oh yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death. I was at undercover reporter class. It's right near my home.
Undercover reporter class.
The proverbial rug has been pulled from under you. The
Nope.
witness could not be the killer.
Once again, you're conflating killer with person who moved body.
Yes, hun, that's his thing.
Yep.
He confidently blusters his way through, and Athena is too much of a novice attorney to really catch on
But
it.
I am too much of a smartass to not point out that I am noticing the inconsistency.
These two characters, as like prosecutor and defense, were like created in a lab to get under each other's skin. It's so funny.
It's awesome.
The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secured to the floor.
I tried to warn you.
But also, Athena is legitimately overreaching here. Like, while she's correct, she went straight to, you have absolutely nothing without knowing what her alibi was. Because that was never established, because she was never talked about as a suspect before. Once she is being talked about as a suspect, then you will get that. But she was jumping straight to, we should interrogate her as if she's a suspect before, well, if she's a suspect, we have to get, means motive alibi.
Meanwhile, Apollo was considering like, oh, the defense would have already the prosecution would have already considered this.
Exactly.
So why is it that? Yeah, exactly.
Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down.
Huh? No. Wait a minute.
The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap.
Is that the right version of No, that is right.
Yeah.
Did Naruto teach you that in prison?
No, it's Sasuke who went to prison.
Yeah.
Fucking fake fan.
My fucking kin.
I have no idea if Sasuke ever went to prison.
That sounds like something
he'd
he'd
kid with
do.
this character.
He fucking should have.
Why can't he say you reap what you sow?
Undercover reporter class has one student, Scuttlebutt, and it's taught by adjunct professor Lotta
Also, the fact that like they could have meant, excuse me, they could have meant like on the way to my home, they could have meant like maybe like a dorm room or something like that. But like that did make it sound like this is just a random class, fully off campus, just being taught like on a random street in someone's
Yeah.
random
Which it might be, like, because we're gonna get to that alibi, I'm sure.
I've decided it is.
Very well, if the cross-examination's over, I guess the witness can go home. Perhaps some time spent in a lovely box and recover from today's stressful events.
Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalist either. My third eye's always eyeing a scoop.
She's always eyeing a scoop.
Well, back to the trenches. Bye-bye.
You're not gonna stop her?
Well, Paulo is.
Yeah, Paulo has to step in to do
Not
it.
so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt.
Paulo?
There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why?
Hell yeah.
Well, that is, no, I didn't take one.
Well, that is strange, isn't it? Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Did you or did you not really see the victim's body?
What's that like actually...
Oh my fucking god!
But...
What? Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dono, you dare bear steel at me again?
Yeah, bitch.
Nice try, Boy Wonder. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this.
What am I looking at here?
It's a crucial moment, forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods.
If you say so, I don't trust you.
Are you... Okay. I have to run with this. Why did you not tell me any of this?
It was a shocking scoop. I was saving for just the right moment. And that would be... now, here in court. Surprise!
This might be the most annoying witness we've had this entire franchise, and it's legitimately hilarious.
How fucking dare you? The worst was that one.
I said most
Greek
annoying.
Predator. Okay.
Also, I agree. Yeah, he's the
yeah.
worst because that's the thing. This is still entertaining because also the prosecutor is pissed off.
Yes, that's how you know you're the most annoying, is when even the prosecution doesn't want to deal with your bullshit.
What I do? All journalists keep their scoop secret until the right moment.
Like, I haven't wanted to slap the witness as much as I want to here, but I think it's just because of me, as like, you're doing all the journalism wrong.
He's pretty brave hiding it from Black Quill like that.
Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn.
Athena? So about this picture, see how it only shows the back of the subject?
Ah, so then...
Right. Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place? A completely irrelevant.
How?
What is relevant here is there was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body.
Holy shit.
Take a gander at this, the route by which the accused escaped.
Blackwell in his mind is slowly realizing every single fact he has about the case has been filtered through this unreliable box child, and is starting to sweat.
I'm sorry, unreliable box child is probably the greatest term I've ever heard. Sorry, I've realized an insult I will give the witness later. The witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room.
So up here in the lecture hall, this is where the social justice is kept. We've marked it here with SJ.
We just need the warrior. But I was in prison at the time, so I could not supply.
This is where they prep for war.
The accused descended to the first floor and exited to the quad. Then what, Carton Cretin?
Oh, that's also good.
Then I tripped and fell. Caught my idea my own box.
They call her the tabloid cuboid. Thank you, Square.
Really good.
That's also really good. I like that.
She stayed under her box even while running after someone? Sounds difficult.
Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body because she wanted to stop the mock trial.
You're inferring a lot there.
But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness.
The defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
It seems Justice Dono has saved your pretty little hide.
Dude, stop it.
This
For
is
now,
getting
at
personal.
least.
They are deeply Blackwell
It
is being
is.
deeply reminded of his high school bully, and Athena is being deeply reminded of a guy she bullied in high school.
It is personal. It is very personal between these two.
Interesting.
They are bully
It
and
is-
bully.
It is extremely personal. Guess I pulled that one off somehow.
Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver.
Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box.
Shut up. Stop it.
It's primo cardboard, lovingly selected from among many. Yeah.
Tell another lie, or hide another fact from me. And I shall put it to the torch.
The prosecution will refrain from setting a child on fire in the courtroom?
I'm already on death row. Why
This-
would I not?
This is a historic courtroom, alright? It is 90% asbestos in here. You cannot light a flame. The whole thing will explode.
Where all of our lifespan, that's why we have the 3-day law. All of our lifespans are rapidly decreasing the longer we breathe this air.
It is so flammable in this room, but it is so historic, and we get such a tax write-off for it. It was the first courtroom ever built in San Francisco.
Made entirely out of dried wood.
Oh, please, anything with that.
I stole it from someone's porch, that's great. Okay, I think it would be more economically friendly to recycle it, but, you know, that's just a me thing. Hashtag goals. Alright, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. Sorry, I just had to get my woke points in there for the lib agenda in this goddamn courtroom. Hashtag goals. Marina?
Oh, isn't this the same?
Oh no, sorry, yes,
Yeah,
oh,
we're just
it's just there was so much,
cross-examining again.
there was so much time
There's
between
so much
it,
between
yeah.
there, yep.
Okay,
What
so,
are you doing?
We do actually have evidence we can present immediately.
yeah, we can present the script, because that's not her stage costume. Or actually, hang on, wait.
That is the stage costume.
Hang on. Okay, let's
Oh,
check
was
the
there no
details on
glowing
this.
star pattern on it?
Yeah, there was no star pattern on the back. Embellish with frills, make glow from the back, constellations of fabric. Yeah, this is...
So,
Okay, hang on.
In
Paint
the
inside of
dark.
costume.
yes, it would
Wasn't
only
pink.
show in the dark.
Okay.
So that photo is fine.
Yeah, because that seems to be at least like the room is lit up.
Hang on.
So,
When suddenly
Well-
she fled into the hallway as if she wanted me to follow her. Okay, but go ahead, Ozzy.
so the thing that we can present on, the costume looks right.
I
The costume
followed
looks
her
perfectly
all
right.
the way to Professor Court's body. Well, we know for a fact that you didn't now. But I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
She didn't- Oh wait. Do they mean she? Oh God.
That
This
she had
is gonna be
gotten
a-
made.
Yeah. Do they mean she had commissioned or that she had made herself? Because
Present
that,
the costume here.
Okay, that's only about the sweatsuit, yeah. Let me check the notes on the page here. Leave time to dry. Draw constellations on the outside and make small holes according to this pattern. In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bring constellation of light. Brooch, stage costume, embellished with frills. I don't actually know what we're contradicting here, but okay.
Go for it.
Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Woods' staged costume.
Okay, before we continue, I just want to emphasize we need to change our thinking a little bit. We are thinking like veterans of these series. We need to think like a rookie attorney. We need to think like
I
a
need to
young
think several
attorney.
steps like back.
We need to think like an ex-mean girl with a philosophy degree.
Because what is
Psychology.
going to happen? This case tripped me up a lot playing as Athena as a rookie, because the thing we're going to point out is wrong, but we have to do it. That's the correct way.
Okay, we have to point out.
We have to
interesting.
make mistakes because Athena is a rookie attorney who is off her game.
Okay.
We have to do like the most basic thing that we largely see is away from the point, even though because it's the more glaringly obvious first thing to jump at, even if we're seeing it as a red flag.
Because it makes more sense for
Exactly.
the character. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need to keep thinking as Athena, not as ourselves.
Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut.
Volpix. The judge has Al Gore bumper stickers and law signs that he's never removed. If you ever bring up George W. Bush around him, he goes on a furious rant about how the 2000 election was stolen. I mean, all I'm saying is that Florida should just count less. I just think it should count less is all I'm saying.
Okay, I do agree with that though.
It is where I have my summer home, but that doesn't mean it should count for anything more than that. And now that's where you're completely mistaken.
Well,
This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume.
Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary.
I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely
Oh,
what's important here.
So, yeah, it's literally the first thing I thought and went, oh, hang on, this is
until you
disproven by what the game... Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like it shouldn't give you that note if that's going to be something you have to deal with.
Like I said, this trial threw me for a loop the most because I kept getting too far ahead because I read all of the details as a player of all of these games. But again, we have to think we're a rookie attorney who sat in on one fucking case and now is defense team lead.
Yeah.
She's impulsive, she's quick, and she's very prone to making grandiose leaps that that are not corroborated. We have to think in her mindset.
We have to get in the mind of the girl, the myth, the legend. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside the costume. You can see. But there's not a single star on the costume in the photo.
Oh, then that means, what exactly?
Okay, also, I want to point out, I don't know if the game is going to go here, because I think this is too narrow. The kid is using a flash camera. The kid's using a disposable flash camera.
Mhm.
We would actually be able to see the constellations in the photo. It would pick up, the same way that there's like certain types of makeup that when flash photography is used on it, it's way too bright. The glow-in-the-dark paint that's used there, when you photograph it with a flash, you will be able to make out like lines, even if it doesn't look quite right. You'll still be able to notice them that they're there. So I don't know if the game will bother with that, but I guess we'll see.
Plus, also, upon rereading it, it looks like there was a constellation pattern on the cloak, and then they glowed with holes in the constellation underneath. So, like, there was a design you'd still be able to see.
I suppose so. I guess I was thinking like pin, prick, point, prick, but it makes more sense.
You'll see where this goes.
All right, fair enough.
What does that mean?
Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene. Which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out.
Oh.
Paint still had to dry.
Which would mean it's someone who didn't know.
Or didn't want to
Okay.
get the paint on anything.
I know who wore it. I know now. Okay. I understand.
Are we gonna
now.
take that fucking box off and we're gonna
No,
see like
no.
this kid's covered in gold paint?
No, not quite.
But would Miss Woods make a mistake like that?
Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out.
Wait, you're not suggesting.
That's right. I'm glad you're catching on. The costumes designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you have a scoop when you really did... Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter?
Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't having a run-on sentence without a comma make you a failure as a writer?
Honor.
God damn it.
Well, what does that mean?
Oh God.
Failure as a reporter?
Hi, kid.
Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box.
You didn't see nothing.
Pulls a gun on us.
Now, I would have you stop right there, Sykes-Dono. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus.
What do you mean?
Miss Juniper Woods. Holy shit, I just summoned you.
It is me, the devil she. Yes?
What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial?
I was in my dressing room painting my costume in fluorescent paint.
Fluorescent paint?
My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent.
What was that again? Fluoride? I've been hearing a lot about that on Facebook lately. Did your costume have cavities?
Oh my God.
Have you tried ivermectin?
Not fluoride. Fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark.
Yes, so you applied that to the inside of the costume, and then...
I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out.
Inside out. So then...
This is a photograph of the inside-out costume taken in the dark. As you can see, there is a heavy layer of paint over the entire inside surface.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure how to do it, so I bought 20 bottles and just really dunked the sucker.
It's a very school kid approach.
If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body.
Well, yes, I believe it would.
Indeed, ergo the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake, but because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out.
No.
Figures you would have a photo.
Did we just fall into his trap?
Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out.
Meanwhile, Blackwell's like, Jesus, is this one working? I don't know.
Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look.
Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up.
Check out the chest area. It kind of looks like handprints to me.
I mean, it kind of looks like tiny flexing arms to me, but to each their own. You're right.
It's like a bicep, yeah.
But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as the accused?
Oh my god.
So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up.
Evidence? No, that shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far.
Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through, though.
What? You mean you've just been bluffing?
What
Oh
did you
god, you
expect
take
me to
after
do?
Phoenix.
I'm sick of losing to this guy.
This is the Wright Anything
Oh.
Agency. I was in charge of the DEI department. You know, the tax evasion one. We have a
Gets
real
under my
one.
skin.
Where
He
did I
just-
go wrong?
He smells like he's red homestruck. But you're right. There's only one.
Stuck.
Where did I go
Stuck.
wrong?
Homestuck.
I
Homestuck.
thought
No.
I thought I'd teach you to be a proper attorney, and Phoenix got his hooks in you. I don't know what I did wrong.
Does Athena
She thinks it's called homestruck.
Homestruck? Yes, it's so funny. Fuck.
Because she's only chronically online for, like, tech spaces and, like, pseudopsychology spaces.
Oh yeah, she's on LinkedIn, baby.
The only 18-year-old on LinkedIn.
Yeah. They love their psychology shit there. Jesus Christ.
There's only one thing left to do at this point, and that's to present some evidence. Pronto.
Showdown, is it? I gladly accept.
The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume, and that paint should glow in dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. The piece of evidence shows who touched the costume is this. She, like, ducks under the
Take a look there.
desk and, like, puts every
I-
piece of evidence
I am
underneath
going
it in the
to-
dark.
Take a look. Yeah, literally, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
look! In
Yep.
the dark.
Yep. This makes total sense to me. This all makes total sense to me. A school newspaper? That shit's unreliable and inadmissible in court. Anyways, let's keep talking to this woman in the box.
Interesting.
Take a look at the photo, where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in the photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint.
Oh, it is glowing quite brightly, I might add.
Almost like someone really shellacked the glow-in-the-dark shit on there for some fucking reason.
But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't, not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on.
Oh? That means... What again? I'm not following any of this.
It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman.
What?
I think you're actually able to prove that.
Well, you never know what's gonna happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom.
Oh, God. Okay, no, I'm gonna bury that. I'm not gonna process it. So then, does that mean that Robin is our man?
Yeah, Robin did it, definitely.
Well, that's certainly how it looks.
Very well. Robin Newman it is.
Okay, what trial do I want to persecute today? Let's do this one.
He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel.
Oh yeah, that'll probably summon him.
Okay.
He knows how to read people.
Yeah.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
I'm Robert Newman. I want to become a great artist. I practice night and day. Yeah. No, that's not it. Art has got to be sincere, man.
So for occupation, should we put you down as failed artist?
No. Seamus Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor Course. This brace is proof of my masculinity. It really binds my masculinity to me. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years.
God.
18 years!
I'm actually 45!
Okay, after we interrogated a parrot, nothing is too low for this court. I assume you will be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today.
We're in such a surveillance/interview prep hell world that kids who have sufficient amounts of pressure from their parents to have a good career do all sorts of bullshit children shouldn't have to do. Like train for 18 years when you are 18 years old. Oh, man! No!
Seems the witness has finally settled down.
I guess nothing faces the judge after all these years.
Yeah, no, did I mention the parrot? You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hands.
All right, bud.
Your Honor, no. I didn't.
I went to see Juniper Woods in her dressing room, but she wasn't there!
When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa. The mannequin was on. It was about to fall on me. I got the pain on me when I caught it, but I never put it on. That's just stupid. No, stop it. No, Athena.
Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness.
Never mind, carry on. Yeah, that's actually, that's probably needed.
Well, Mr. Newman does seem to be particularly agitated, but...
No!
Not again. What the hell is his problem?
I sensed at the moment Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. Everyone say it with me.
The discord in his heart.
So funny Apollo takes this pose for that. So, you think he might be hiding something?
I don't know, my magic bracelet hasn't said. Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you.
Don't tell a kid. No, it's alright, kid. You're going through the mood matrix. No.
Well, the ends justify the means.
Oh, Christ.
Only in the world of psychology, not in the world of the law.
Yeah, Mr. Means is currently putting down the sniper rifle to be like, what is this bullshit? You mean you can hack the courtroom? I went to see Juniper in her waiting room, but I wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa. The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall over. I got that paint on me when I caught it. I never put it on. That would be stupid.
Why would that make you angry?
That's the thing, I think.
It is not. Instead...
Is it the happy here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would... Okay, being angry at being accused of putting it on... That sounds about
Oh, yeah, no, he's not angry about in the retrospect. In this moment, he is angry about the being accused.
I
You're right.
never put it on. Why are you saying I put it on? So instead...
I just kind of assumed...
assumed he was like, whoa, it's cool as fuck. But
fuck, don't want it.
When you mentioned the stage costume, I sensed a sudden, powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? In the psychology session we're doing publicly, Mr. Newman, would you care to explain why you felt so much joy upon seeing beautiful women's clothing?
What? Why would a frilly scarf thing and long skirt like that make me feel like that was crazy?
I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason.
Athena, you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, she's still
You
too.
can't be doing this.
She is too cool. I was gonna say she's too closely removed to being a high school bully, but she's also still not closely enough removed to actually being in the psychology field to start spewing this bullshit.
Hey, Athena, take it from me. Don't do this.
Don't do it.
You
Just
didn't
stop it.
happen to put it on, did you?
Just let this one go. Just let this one go, man. Just let this one go.
I couldn't be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude, and I'm into braces.
It's okay. Some of us are.
You-
Some guys are just Apollo types. It's fine.
Wait, what?
Little tiny beta bitch men. It's fine, Apollo.
What? I don't cross-dress. You don't think Robin's actually got a thing for the outfit, do you? Are you trying to kink shame him in court? Because, like,
Come on, isn't
Not
that
cool with
obvious?
Yeah, the audience is everyone's looking at each other like, I don't know about this
seems
one.
mean-spirited.
you're enjoying this a bit too much, Athena. I don't know if I could still be your friend.
No way, man! The mannequin came falling towards me, so I stuck my hands out to stop it. End of story.
That's a new piece of information. Time to run an update. Even after that update, it just doesn't feel
Oh my
right.
god, Athena, let it go. Let it go.
Do I have anything that could prove his statement contradicts what really happened?
Hang on. Can I wish I could see the picture again because I think
Yeah, it's at the very end.
Yeah, well, as in the background, because I'm just thinking about if he were to do that, like hold his hands up like that as it's falling on him, the thumbprints would be towards the inside.
Yeah, that's
But-
what I was thinking too.
But
Like
they're
the
on the outside.
They're
Yeah,
on
the
the
type of the
outside,
thumbprints.
like someone
as
is trying
opposed to
to
if you
grab
were
it.
if you were pulling a cloak up from both sides, you would grip
Yes.
it where your thumbs would be sticking out.
Exactly.
So present that photo.
You said the mannequin came falling towards you, so you stuck your hands out to stop it.
The way they refer to the costume as this like heavily gendered thing is crazy, considering it's literally just a cloak. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, literally, there could be a fucking character who just, like, some fucking detective who just walks around into, like, a celestial cloak and is like, I'm Detective Edge Thoughts, and I only have edgy thoughts. And we'd be like, yeah, Detective Edge Thoughts.
Like right now
Manly to men.
in court, it's like in court we're arguing right now. We're not sure why. Oh, what is the group from Kingdom Hearts that wears all the black cloaks? What are they called? No.
Organization 13.
Thank you. I was gonna say Section 13. I'm like, no, that's the Star Trek bullshit. That's the Star Trek bullshit. What? Yeah, Organization 13. Like, I just don't think there could be that many men in the group because I mean, look at the cloaks. I mean, come on. I mean, that's so femme. I mean, like, come on. That's.
If so, then the fingers on your hands would have been pointing outward like this. But that's not what the handprints show.
Any sufficiently edgy weeb would wear a cloak. Black Quill would wear it. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
His
He has
clothing
prison
is
cloak.
his clothing is practically a cloak as is. He's friends with ninjas.
In
fact,
prison.
ninjas famous for wearing cloaks. Now that I think of that, it's not really part of the. Oh. This looks more like just your thumbs and the base of your palms.
Why in the world would I leave such weird handprints?
You know why? You left them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on, you little freak.
Oh my god.
Just like the model in this drawing. Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put the stage costume on, didn't you?
Oh my god, Athena. Jesus
This
Christ.
is such a high school bully. Dude, this is so... You liked wearing the dress, didn't you? Because you're
what she's saying.
girl.
Literally.
And you
Yeah,
really,
that's what she's doing.
you really do like Miss Wood's clothes, don't you? That's what happens when you hire an 18-year-old.
Fine. I admit to putting the costume on. But
I don't like girly clothes, man.
Oh wow, this kid has so many problems.
Yeah.
New information to plug in. Oh God.
Wow, cool. New traumas to update.
Time for another update.
Jesus Christ, Athena.
Problematic queen.
Okay, I snuck in knowing the costume was in there. My heart was pounding, even though I'm a guy. Then I saw it. It was even more amazing than I had imagined. I was like, oh, I'm a guy, but I got all excited.
He just looks like a weeb. Like,
Yeah,
I think he looks great.
he looks like Sans Undertale. It's just a fucking loose cloak. Like, like, I am wearing this right now. This is it's just not, it's like the most ungendered shit. This is like literally my dysphoria hoodie.
Why do you think he gravitated towards it?
Strictly for artistic purposes.
So, what's with the sadness?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking, yeah.
there. Another emotion that doesn't fit.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, you just don't belong here, and we're gonna prove it in court.
Why would you be sad about trying to put on clothes that don't match your gender? Why would that make you conflicted?
So, I did read in the news this morning that you guys got rid of your DEI department, and I'm wondering if this is targeted? So, what, you're really
The
starting
judge
to get on my
is sweating
nerves,
bullets
man?
up there, but because he's so desperately afraid of being canceled on Facebook again.
Totally
he's like,
silent.
This I just know.
If she thinks that cloak is femme, what is she gonna think about my robes?
Oh no.
That's why I haven't cut back to him at any point. Yeah, like he's wearing
He's actively
robes.
changing into a suit right now.
Yep.
Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on. But you also felt sad.
Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal.
Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad?
Jesus Christ, Athena.
You're hiding something, aren't you?
Oh my
Athena,
God.
stop! Let this one go!
Everyone's just staring gobsmacked at her Black Quill and Apollo. They're just like,
Athena sees what she suspects to be an egg and immediately pulls a sledgehammer out. What's up?
God.
Justice Dono is your co-counsel. Yeah, I think she might be transphobic, actually. I really think this is not the time or place, man.
I know you're not gonna believe me, man. Nothing like this came up prior to today. We have worked together before, and nothing like this came up before today.
Literally, I mean, okay, to be fair, the one place we went together was to a noodle stand owned by a divorced man and a small village. We didn't exactly see a wide breadth of humanity together.
I should have known when she said that turf was short for terrific on her necklace. I should have known.
Oh, no!
Yeah. When she saw the pride flag at the village and she looked at it and went, interesting. I thought that was probably a positive one, but I guessed wrong.
I thought she'd be okay with it. She works for Phoenix fucking Wright.
She's
Wow.
she's that kind. Not
is in
to imply there's anything
courtroom.
wrong with that either, but she's that kind, so I assume maybe she knows the other kinds. And
Look.
straight Apollo, who's had sensitivity training, is trying to.
Phoenix is in courtroom number 5 arguing about why his DEI thing was definitely real.
Or
and
clipping
not...
his fucking toenails.
Holy shit. Oh no!
You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now tell us why you were sad.
Okay, fine! If you're gonna be like this, I'll tell you! The reason I felt sad is no matter how much I dress up, I'll never be as pretty as Juniper!
Well, no offense, but his habit of shouting at the top of his lungs doesn't help. I mean, no one would call me cute.
Oh, you're totally missing the point, man! I totally owned girls' girly clothes! I totally should have been pretty! But... There's something that keeps getting in my way.
Wow, that's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there.
Yeah, what'd you expect?
His heart is crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control.
Poking the fire with a piranha, like, damn, this thing's really getting out of control.
And whose fault is that?
This is just silence, Apollo. Calm down. It's all data.
Jesus Christ, Athena.
Listen, my hero, Elon Musk.
I'm
God.
Judge, can I get
Executor.
dropped? Can I get
Executor.
dropped from this
Video.
case? Sorry, Juniper, but if you have to go down so Athena does too, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Out of control emotions. We saw those during the Ninetales Veil incident.
Apollo had flashbacks to what his Twitter looked like when he was 18 and then thought, you know what? Actually, maybe we could work through this.
I can help her. I can help
another
her.
side of this.
So all we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right?
Right. Help me look for a conflict between his statements and the images we see.
Yeah, we just need to investigate for trans. We just need to do a little bit of transvestigation. Jesus Christ.
You're making it really hard for me to still stand next to you, Athena.
If we can find that, we can wrestle him away from whatever's tormenting him. See, we're helping. That's psychology. Apollo. Mr. Newman said that there's something getting in the way of him being pretty.
Oh my God.
Something that doesn't go with girly clothes. But what could it be?
Fine, I'll testify, man. Wow, 5%.
Must be the pottery. No one likes an artist. No one likes a liberal arts chick.
Furious.
Out of control anger.
I still couldn't believe the costume was in there. My heart was pounding, even though I'm a guy. It's true. I felt a powerful feeling when I saw that long frilly scarf. I'll admit it, I wore girly clothes. Felt like a diva when I pulled it over my head.
Fuck yes, bitch.
Felt so right. I was totally dressed up like a girl.
So it felt so right, you're still furious. Oh, no, oh, I see.
Ah.
The costume.
Where's the ugly?
race.
Find the ugly, Sheri. Find the ugly.
Where's the thing that's causing Newman the issue?
Where's the thing that's getting in his way?
Is
The
it
thing
the
that's
ugly
restraining him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, okay. I should have titled the stream the thing I was gonna title it.
I did forget that it happens this part, but yes.
So I was originally gonna title the stream "The Law That Binds Us," because Jesus fucking Christ, that is literally what this trial is based around. Let's probe.
Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger towards your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be?
What? What?
Mr. Newman, the truth is, you really want to take that brace off, don't you?
God, she's so mad about it too. Look at her, Jesus.
I'm a fucking ally, okay? Just a problematic one.
I'm an ally, and I'll beat the shit out of you if you say otherwise.
No way, man. This is a symbol of my masculinity. I can never take it off.
Is it that you can't take it off? Or that you don't want to take it off?
Oh man, I should have kept my big mouth shut.
This is really weird.
Oh
What
my
was this case
God.
about? He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity.
This is too
But
much.
he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty. I just put on pretty things all the time, and I just feel pretty. Why would you put on a thing that you think makes you feel ugly? I don't get it.
She clicks the A. LGBTQIA+ stands for Athena.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Square. Holy shit. Oh my fucking God.
Oh, God.
What could be at the root of his complicated relationship with his brace? I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret.
Oh my fucking God.
Sure feels that way, doesn't it? You're gonna keep going, aren't you?
Hey, Athena, at this point, are we even certain this has anything to do with the case?
I think you're just outing a trans person, like,
It
in the
seems-
middle of this court.
No. We've got to solve this case, Apollo. We've got to solve
Yes, we
How
have to
does it
solve this
help?
very important case.
Blackwell is dissociating on the other side of the room. This is way too personal. Bringing up too many. It seems Robin is hiding a secret. A big one.
Oh my fucking god.
Bigger than the fact that he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks?
Yes, well, at least I think so. It's murder or something. I don't fucking know. Look, Apollo, I just need to finish this.
Athena,
it can't
stop!
be.
Athena, stop using AI-generated therapy! Oh my god. Oh.
I just thought of something, but it's totally insane.
No,
Mr. Newman,
no, don't say it, don't say it.
It's coming up.
Oh,
I'm
no.
on to your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at
Stop
all.
it.
It's
2020.
huge.
Athena, it's 2027. It's not that big a deal anymore.
This
You hate
sounds
girls.
completely insane, but it's the only possibility left.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
Mr. Newman, or should I say, Miss Newman.
Oh my god, wow, right away.
Yes, slay. You are and always have been a girl.
My god, Turf Athena.
Okay.
Turf.
Okay. You can view it as Turf Athena. However, considering Robin's clear love of feminine clothing, I'm instead going to presume that Newman is trans femme.
Yep, and Athena
Because
is
that
just
will make this palatable.
aggressive and inappropriate with being an ally about it.
Oh god.
That's how I'm going to interpret this. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena?
Athena, what does it have to do with anything? No, Apollo, keep up. No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence,
That's vibes.
but that's what Robin's heart is shouting
Oh my
out loud
God.
and clear. I'm like the comments under a K-pop video.
Still think he's totally fucking lost. Robin reeks of testosterone. How could he possibly be a girl? I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time.
You
Oh,
only
That's why,
know women
that's why I became a man.
I have seen plenty of witnesses in my day, but if he's a she, then that's the most convincing actress.
You could not have possibly said a more Gen X thing, my guy. Incredible.
Okay,
Let me
therefore,
pronounce my verdict.
let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is without question a man.
You are now truly just Destinies equal in one area. You are just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit.
This is Blackwell trying to cover. He is a man. He has always been a man. Okay.
So am I, damn it. Would a man spend this much time in a hot topic? Name a transgender person who has ever spent this much time in a hot topic.
You guys are done talking about me.
Yeah, Slay Queen music. Yeah, Slay Queen music. Yeah, Slay Queen music.
Oh, okay. Girl shoes. Check.
The boy shackles have come off. The bracelets.
This court is either full of staunch allies, sans Athena, or staunch turfs, sans Athena.
Yes, music. Yeah.
Miss Sykes. No, allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs. But no!
No way! Oh. Surely this must be some kind of jest.
Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. If you
Okay,
don't
that
believe it,
definitely strikes trans femme to me. Am I the only one seeing it?
I'll give you a.
Now Athena can
Oh, you
empathize.
dumb.
See, Athena was trying to crack the egg if she only understands the world in terms of nasty men and other lesbians. So she was just trying to get to the core of what was actually here, which was a lesbian. Now she can have a proper fucking conversation.
And she has a thing for Juniper, so...
Exactly. Now they have something in
Okay.
common.
So this is complex. Sophia, I totally agree with you that it makes sense because of the personality switching as well that I do the character here because it's going to be jumping back and forth.
That is true. I could not do the femme presentation well.
That said, I'm kind of at a loss here because this like the story we now have here does feel like a larger written story perspective of someone not even really considering trans as a thing, but instead going, this is a secret lesbian. But
Yes.
The read on this, at least through the translation, now really... there's also another aspect here, and there's not really a way to talk about this without sounding like a creep, so I'm just gonna say it. They kept using the verbiage of a big secret, you're really holding it back, to the point I thought there was gonna be a joke about her having a giant rack, and there isn't.
No.
And it feels more now like there is actually an argument, a good argument for this being a trans femme story, and Athena was just really, like Marina was saying, really brutally outing her in this moment.
Yeah.
However, still, that whole thing was gnarly, man. Holy shit.
Wild.
Oh, okay.
Especially because, like, if I can only imagine if that O'Connor, whatever the fucking
Hugh O'Connor
sword guy comes here, probably his whole thing is just gonna continue being,
Well,
like, that'll
I
be
can
his whole
also
thing.
reveal I'm also a woman.
takes off the glasses. It's the only difference. Well, all right. Let's see how the game handles it. As if.
What an amazing transformation.
What an amazing trans.
Oh no, now she's nervous. Now she's shaking.
Oh no, a woman.
All the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. We can have a proper fucking conversation.
I am so not
Queen
hiring these two.
Misandrous Athena.
Thank you, Athena, your majesty, you piece of shit. Ah, yeah, she seems very happy now. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I'm canceling your subscription to me.
I was raised as a boy, just as I was, since I was little, and studied law just as my parents wanted. But now, this living lie that has pinned me to the ground, it's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena! Now I can stop pretending! I want to be a prosecutor! I'm gonna be an artist! Yay! Hey, kid, it seems like you want a lot of things. Order. Hang on. Sorry, I have written and unwritten my tweet about this 50 times.
Well, while you continue to waffle for a second, do you mind if I go feed the cats?
Go for it.
Be right back.
What a shocking development. This is gonna be the tweet. Okay. He really did turn out to be a she. Hashtag goals, am I right?
Waffles are what they serve for lunch every other Friday at the Wright Anything Academy.
You're right. That's exactly what they serve there.
Yeah.
So this story's a lot. Holy shit.
Especially because, like, I could be wrong, but it seems like this has such a minor importance on the actual crime itself.
Yeah,
like,
we are
this is-
so far. Oh, because
It's just a red herring.
the only way this could possibly have a bearing on the case is if we're gonna somehow try to argue Therefore, she couldn't possibly be romantically interested in Juniper, which is not true
Well, and also
and
doesn't
irrelevant.
disprove anything we were arguing before, because we weren't arguing that this character was killing. The only argument I could see for that is if we had already been arguing that Robin. I'm also realizing the intentionality of that name, by the way.
Yes.
Robin Newman. Oh my god.
New man. Yeah, new man.
If the argument was Robin was the killer, which we hadn't really made that jump yet, but that Robin was the killer in order to frame his friend and romantic rival. That's the only argument that we could have been making prior to this. That maybe then being like, well, actually, Robin's a she-Robin, and so therefore couldn't possibly be actually in love with her, so therefore wouldn't have committed this crime of passion setup. But we weren't really making that argument.
Now, I will say, Robin is wearing a red tracksuit, like what was requested for the killing. There is a chance that a change was made at some point that instead of the teacher being the victim, Robin was going to do it.
What if she was wearing the cloak at the time, so she wouldn't have been spotted wearing
I'm back.
wearing the red tracksuit?
Welcome back.
What if it was covered with the cloak because she was playing dress up? And therefore, like, what if Robin was supposed to be the actual victim?
I forgot I never got the AFK screen set up properly. God damn it.
That's fine. We all
it worked again. There we go.
Tweet.
Okay. I am going to be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom. I'm going to get myself something to eat real quick.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna get my fruit.
All right. We will resume in just a moment.
Yay.
Also, yes, the femme voice on the tape. You're right.
2013, lesbians weren't invented yet. Boy, do I have news for you. Look up the history of Lesbos for more. So yeah, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but playing it again, I sort of misremembered this. The Ottoman Empire, huh? I don't know too much about the Ottoman Empire. That's a bit of a blind spot in my history knowledge. But yeah, playing this again, the first time I played it, I don't remember. It was several years ago. But I remember thinking it was kind of strange, the whole Robin storyline. I think if I remember correctly, I think I thought that it was a like detransing a trans mask storyline. Now I'm going through it, and with how quick the personality switch up is, I really do think it's like a trans femme person who has had really abusive parents who've just insisted that she pretend to still be a man.
Got my fruit in a theory.
So we already have a fruit. We have Robin. So what's your theory?
My theory is maybe the killer was O'Connell, or whatever the fucking
Hugh O'Connor.
Yes, Hugh. The killer was Hugh, who was trying to remove, this is a very surface level argument, was trying to remove his romantic and I guess sort of social rival, which was Robin, by trying to set this up to where Robin would die in this mock court trial, but then Robin was wearing a cloak at the time, and so there's so many holes in this. This is all vibes. This is an Athena-ass argument. Because I'm like, wait, but in that case then, because Sheri and I noticed that Robin was wearing a red tracksuit, which is what the original victim was supposed to be wearing, but then we were like, oh wait, but then why, if you were targeting Robin, then why would you kill someone else if you were doing the killing to target Robin? So,
if I remember correctly, and I could very much not be remembering, and I'm saying this to Cassidy. If I remember correctly, her being forced to present as a man was something her parents did. You weren't here for this one, so what I thought I remembered was I thought this was like a detransing a trans mask type of thing, and I thought it was really weird. On this playthrough, and it might be some of the dialogue changes. I know there were some, or whatever else, but this really strikes me as a trans femme storyline. Like, with how quickly she switches, and I do remember that she explicitly states, I was raised as a boy my whole life.
But didn't also say, like, my parents always wanted a son instead, sort of a thing? Like that.
Yeah, was
usual
instead
thing of,
said,
That's
like,
usually followed.
I did what my parents wanted, and they raised me as a boy, and I went to prosecutor school, but I'm actually a girl, and I want to be an artist, and I can finally admit that. That is just a trans femme story. However, the way it was portrayed was really coming off as this is something I'm doing because I want to be doing it, and I think that's because the angle they chose for it was her interpretation of being trans mask, or being mask, is yelling, which is hilarious.
Yes, it is.
But
it also really strikes me as someone who, I mean, keep in mind, she's 18. Someone who has spent the vast majority of her life being told by her parents, the only people she's really had to interact with before the school, I would imagine, that she needs to be a man, so it's kind of ingrained. And yet all of that shit blew out immediately when she came out. So, like, I don't know.
Athena of all people. To the judge, Athena, Apollo, and fucking Black Quill. Imagine having to come out to that gaggle of jackasses.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
I would.
God.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
It's like the Great North episode of Ham wanting... No, he never got his dramatic moment when he came out as gay because everyone accepted him immediately, and he feels like he's missed out on a thing that other people have, so his family recreates being like, well, I never. Men? Oh no. What were we gonna do about this? We'll have to talk about this. Like, faking all of it so that he could feel like he got his moment where his family wasn't sure. It's like that. They're all like, oh, we could tell you're trans, but what?
Oh my. That's what Trucy would have done. If this had been done inside of the Wright Anything agency office that I can never remember the name of on a Waffle Friday.
Time. Okay. Anyways, we are finally moving on.
Why is everyone looking at me like that? I feel like a movie star or something. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. Okay.
No picture, you'll regret it, man!
Am I just imagining things, or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a guy?
I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, this is all well and good, but why are we doing any of this?
What does this have to do with fucking anything in the case? The fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things.
Specifically about the female voice on the tape.
Because now there's a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate.
What femme voice do we know that would carry from a distance very loudly and would be emphatically shouting something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Very well, let's see what the defense has for us now. What piece of evidence must we reconsider now that the witness is a girl?
Now that we know the witness is now that the witness is a woman.
You're a gooner.
No.
This is what I'd like the court to reconsider.
Oh, the tape recorder. Yes, the funny chicken man. I do like that guy. Oh, the one that recorded the thread. You're a gooner. Ah, yes.
That's right. And we have already established that it's a female voice in the recording.
You can tell because it has all the female sounds.
Objectively, of all the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was to start, our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that is why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect.
Oh, so then...
That's right. The witness just revealed she's a girl. Therefore, bioessentialism says if we are using the voice in this recording as the basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled a suspect too.
Oh. What? Oh no!
Wow, this is the best and worst day of her life.
Wow. You fucking outed her just to do this, Athena? What the fuck
Hey,
is wrong with you?
You wanna fucking win, little man? You wanna fucking win? I'll show you how we learn to fucking win in France, okay?
Let the record show that this woman is trans, which makes her more likely to be the suspect. Hang on, I'm hearing how that sounds.
Athena, I've won more cases. I've not lost a single case. Even your fucking God King mentor, Phoenix, has lost a case. I haven't. You want to talk to me about fucking winning? You want to talk to me about winning?
Bring out a parrot or whatever the fuck you usually do with this goddamn
Go get
Phoenix!
Yeah, your bracelet doing anything? Your bracelet tingling?
I feel like you're kind of talking down to me right now. Me, your competent woman. You've been
I learned
I'm talking down to you because you're shorter than me.
I've had to be my own competent woman up until now, which is incredibly transphobic of Mr. Wright.
You've got like down in the bag, right? Like you don't even need like. No. It's not transphobic because I'm saying you're better than I am actually. Because women are better than men inherently, you know. But you're also a man, so like you got it all. Complete package is what I'm saying.
Oh God, Boomer! No, Boomer Apollo. Anyways, you done it.
You've sure done something.
Outing someone to accuse them is truly ends justifies the means of behavior. Professor Means is sobbing tears of joy at the crowd.
You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence, and he threw a trans woman under the bus.
Yeah, but that was a lot of work for a single one. No one's considering how much work this was for me.
Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in court, so I'd say that puts her in camp suspicious.
Come on down to camp suspicious. Yeah, I don't know. She seems pretty sus. After all, she was here at some point. Liar. Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure everyone at the Wright Anything Agency has permanent residency in Camp Suspicious.
They are built on ancient Camp Suspicious grounds. Oh, God, that's not nice, Athena. How can you accuse me of being the killer?
Yeah, I'm just so weak, innocent little girl. Just to think about the murder, it makes me...
Okay, you are milking it a little. You're milking it.
Oh, God.
That's so fucking funny.
Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to this crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance.
Not she could have read the script while trying out the costume, but it said she's being a little saucy, not gonna lie. But yeah, we are now getting back to the thing I was trying to prove earlier on, and I was pointing out earlier on, which is we are operating under the assumption that the reason Juniper is the prime suspect is because the murder is identical to the script. And if we can disprove that, then we can punch a hole in both halves of this argument, and now Juniper is no longer the prime suspect.
Mm-hmm.
We can surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods. By leading Miss Scuttlebutt to the body, that would make her an accessory to the crime.
How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman. Phoenix fucking sneezes so hard his brain falls out and puts it back in. Not again.
Birdman.
Okay, this is going in the collage.
I loved that show.
Birdman. Oh, I know exactly where this is going on the collage. Holy shit.
I can't wait to see it.
I will do it as fast as I can.
You can't hear me eating my fruit, can you?
No, you're good. You're good.
Thank God. I couldn't see like the glowing border on Discord, but also I was paranoid that I'm just sitting here chomping on watermelon. And everyone's like, could you stop?
No, you are good.
Could you please don't?
Please don't do that.
Man, this has been some of the most turbulent, like, Phoenix writing.
Fuck. Sorry, I just saw the collage. I always just whip it out directly over Apollo staring.
Yes. I
just noticed that.
It's the
That's
vision.
art.
You whip it out, you say?
I know I probably think this every game, but it's wild that all of this has already happened just in one game.
Yeah, this game is truly living up to being like a sequel to the series, like continuation of the series. Like the ante has never been more upped on stupid bullshit, and every time I still come away from it going like, huh, that was a cohesive case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Holy shit, that was stupid. Compels me though.
All right. Saving it, and there we go. It is now on the collage.
Yes. Yes, perfect placement.
Excellent. 10 out of 10.
Oh, now I see it. Yep.
We still got so
Beautiful.
much canvas to work with. It's beautiful.
Yep. That's art.
Phoenix writing is a good phrase. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, kid, you don't gotta go to school for art.
In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, does it not?
No. He made it all make sense somehow. And he'll keep accusing Junie unless we can show someone else knew the script's details. How could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what the script was if they...
Heard it from Junie, presumably when she was talking about it with the teacher, and it was recorded on the tapes that we know that she has around the school. Do I have that right?
Heard it from Junie, yes. Your argument is not entirely the right way to go, because I want you to remember something. We were told that Juniper tried to make a few quick rewrites to the case so that it would favor the prosecution.
Because she was leaning
Because
towards wanting the...
Because Hugh said that he would confess romantic feelings for
And
Juniper,
she was
and she wanted
hoping...
to avoid that.
Yeah.
Would she not go a step further to mayhaps give some information to somebody?
To try and make it favor the prosecution?
That's a possibility, isn't it?
That's true.
So all we have to do is prove that it's possible that someone else can hear it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Junie, but you're not gonna like this.
You see, Robin, I'm a lesbian, so I couldn't have had Hugh win. So,
And now it turns out you're a woman, so, wanna go
Our
out for
our client may have leaked the script's details to someone.
What? What the she-devil?
that. So technically, this is Athena because it's supposed to be jumping
Yes.
back. So
And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial.
that's right. The details were
Yep.
changed back, so that would also include the tracksuit color. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman.
I get it. If Robin won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper.
Right. Junie was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward.
How could you fucking do this, Tina? What a bunch of bullshit! I've never heard a word about this script from Juniper. Never, ever.
You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't?
B-A-D Athena. You don't have any evidence!
It's okay, you're not practiced at it yet, it's fine. Takes some work.
She's just like
Here's
spamming Fortnite emotes, like, all right, and faint, and scream, and smash pot, and
One of these has got to be the right gender.
Actually, we might have just the thing.
Really?
Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial.
Interesting. Oh God.
It's Apollo's memory, so everyone's voicing correctly.
Oh, that's right. Oh, thank God.
Because
Jesus.
he's a perfect impressionist.
This is like when you're playing a roguelike and like a dangerous like legendary modifier comes up and it's like the joke one. It's the joke one that's actually fine. It's like it's just that grunts have confetti when they die. Okay, thank God. Phew.
I remember when Clavier was in this game.
For briefly. Here is a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo?
Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing.
Because he heard about the changes from Woods. Oh my God. Okay, that would be why he was
Bingo.
surprised. Like, well, I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be a red tracksuit, like we talked about. Okay. And that's why I was wearing one. Damn it.
Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit."
S-U-R-E. I might have said that, but so what?
Well, think of it this way, Athena.
Yeah, which way exactly?
Exactly, Samia.
If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say?
Typical Apollo behavior. Oh, the red suit.
As per usual, as always, the only one you ever wear.
You text me like every other morning saying, I'm gonna try something new today, I'm gonna be brave, and then you show up in the same fucking suit. I think I've got it.
You've sent me so many photos of blazers laying on a bed and never a photo wearing one.
Okay. It's not a full suit because I'm not wearing a blazer. I'm wearing a vest and a dress shirt and a tie, and I fucking kill it.
Is it a little bit because I'm a little too scared I'll seem too formal if I wear the jacket? Yeah, but you know what? It's my thing.
He does wear a jacket later, and it is too much. So that's fair.
I disagree. I think he's hot as hell wearing that jacket.
Oh, right, but it takes him kind of being like blown up and having like this sort of piratey look for it to work.
Yeah.
I don't think that's part of the plan. But then he's free. Once he's kind of blown up, he's like, oh my God, I can live out my truest style. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court.
Very well, Miss Sykes, present away.
This evidence proves that Miss Newman had prior knowledge of the script's contents.
And now we present the script, because this is where it says the red tracksuit.
Okay.
Man, yeah, this whole trial in particular, I love the plot here, but the way you have to present evidence is really roundabout. Because
Yeah,
the literal thing we're doing is, the evidence we're presenting is the script. Because it's, it's what Athena's saying out loud that bothers me.
Well, again, it's also, in my opinion, it's the roundabout method, too, because we have to, again, be someone who is constantly thinking several steps behind her opposition. I don't know, that's normal for Phoenix, but it seems more exaggerated with Athena.
I think it's also because we've already had 2 trials before this one.
Yeah.
And also because, I think it's a little bit because the timeline is jumping around a little bit.
Turnabout.
That it makes it a little bit harder to feel like, maybe some of it's also because we're not, like, playing this all at once, but it makes it a little bit harder to feel like we're starting from a certain place and then growing, because you have to remember, like, this is Athena's first case, but not her first time in trial, but also not the first time that we're playing as her, and not the first time that we're doing a trial.
Yeah.
But it's also her first proper case.
Where she's the team lead.
It feels a bit strange putting this here gameplay difficulty-wise, but it makes sense narratively for this to slot in here.
Because ultimately it is a visual novel first.
True.
Yeah.
So, fair enough.
Like, I think it's fine, I just think it's a little cumbersome.
Yeah.
The mock trial script?
Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body. And reportedly, you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit."
Oh, yeah, I said that. What's your point?
You seem to have some issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the things to prepare page. Sweatsuit, victim's outfit, will be a red one from the prosecutor's course.
Oh!
You were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then it shouldn't have surprised you.
No! No! I thought we were friends, Athena! How could I have been so blind?
In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor.
You what? At least it means there isn't... our client isn't the only primary suspect. If it gets us another day of investigation. If knowing the script's details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Court's note.
Note? What note?
The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare the mock trial, but only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. But that gets kind of inconvenient, right?
You're not seriously going to suggest...
But it's the truth. Professor Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case.
But just enough notes that you would have to fill in the details yourself if you were trying to recreate the case from them.
Yeah, like also the things she would need to know for when she's going to show up to do the picture, yeah.
Yeah.
But she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victim's B-O-D-Y.
Is this really true, Miss Newman?
If you don't believe me, send the police to my house! Well, that's such a trans thing to say. What, are you gonna send the fucking cops to my house? It's so fucking funny. Tell them to check the pictures in my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage. I was waiting for my big scoop. This school is teaching us all the worst shit. So I took a picture of the note.
I'd say she's telling the truth.
Wait a sec. If there's a note with details about the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script.
Wow, I've been a woman for all of 20 minutes, and you're already, after I say something, saying it yourself as if you just thought of it. Incredible.
Sure
Great.
thing, sister. Welcome.
You You sure you're not also trans? I think you might be a trans man in denial here, bud.
My
Yes.
pronouns are a lot.
You, you know what? I just thought of something. If there's a note,
God damn it. I just thought of something. There's a note.
but wait, what does that mean?
Apparently this case isn't as clear-cut as Professor Blackwell would have us believe. This new revelation blessed a big, fat, goth hole in the prosecutor's case.
What?
Look, I'm running out of insults.
Oh.
Bully for you, Missy. But don't think this spells victory.
And why not?
I have proved there's another person who could have murdered her. Therefore, no one did.
Therefore, give me my win. Me needing a win a lot now. The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn.
Woman, man explaining.
Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit. So put away your wooden sword, and show me what you're truly capable of if you wish to live.
You want it? Don't worry. I'm gonna bring it.
I'll
Apollo,
fucking kill
get
you.
him.
Kill him, Apollo.
Apollo, hold my earring.
Oh God, here he is. Fucking.
Oh
my
god, I
earrings.
gotta be him. I already said I wanted nothing to do with this trial.
Okay, that's not how this works.
How juvenile. It's not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor.
Prosecutor Blackwell, why have you called this witness?
You will recall that the day before the mock trial, in short, the day of the murder, the accused testified that she left for home at around 6 p.m.
So he was here because he wanted to, in the shadows, watch the trial, but pretend he didn't, so that afterwards he could smugly say like, you know what? I bet they argued was probably this and that. But of course, I don't like. I really care. I wasn't even there, and act like he's a genius. Like
Act like a phoenix, right?
I don't remember who it was that said this. It was some content creator at some point that said this, but it stuck with me because it's so goddamn funny. Someone who admitted that when they were a kid, they would watch an earlier taping, like the first premiere of Wheel of Fortune, before his parents would get home from work, so that when they would all do evening family television and watch TV together on Wheel of Fortune, he could guess the words really well in advance because it was a rerun and be like, oh, I bet it's this. And his parents would be like, wow, really smart. I don't remember who said that, but that's been like the funniest character trait to give to a kid in my mind, is someone who cheats at Wheel of Fortune at home.
Wow.
So fucking funny. Anyways,
Wow,
that's
wow,
this
wow,
kid. That's this kid.
Yeah, he grew up to be this kid.
Yeah. His parents probably knew and decided to humor. They probably suspected at some point, but they were like, "No, there's no way we raised a little insane like kid like that. No way. That kid is gonna destroy an economy if he grows up like that.
If he grows up, we gotta put him down.
Just gotta drug the milk a little. Anyways, did you already read this?
Yes.
Yes. My notes here do confirm that.
Right, our client wasn't at school at the estimated time of death. I'm so sorry, I had to set my tea down.
Yet, that was but a fallacious lie. Or am I mistaken, golden boy? I've no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me...
I am so torn, because we actually do need him to testify. We do need to get to the truth here. However, I also respect the fuck out of, I'm just not gonna talk. Fuck you. I'm not
just talking
put
to
me
the
in jail.
fucking cops.
Put me in jail. I don't care. Put me in jail. I'm not talking. I have to sit here and be like, oh, I respect that though. Damn it.
I know I earlier said that Athena and Blackwell were characters, like, made perfectly to get under each other's skin, but I also feel like in sort of an infinity loop, like a cracking open, in space-time continuum, Blackwell and O'Connor are two characters.
Yes. Yeah, like these two, like, this is the stepdad and the son the stepdad didn't know that he had in the comedy movie starring fucking Adam Sandler or some shit. Like, it's that dynamic where, like, by the end of it, they're like,
Adam
man, you're a piece of shit, but you're a piece of shit just like I am. Love you, kid.
Old, I am not through with you yet. Seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me.
When will someone finally invoke the fifth? It is not a law in this setting.
Leave, and we just might discuss you know what. No, wait.
I'm gonna guess either
fucking secrets are these motherfuckers holding on to?
either expulsion or, and this is the thing I think is, like, this is my called shot here. He has absolutely been getting involved in the bullshit, like, means justifies the end, it justifies the means bullshit, and he already has some dirt of, like, he helped fake evidence, or he, like, faked on a test, or some shit like that. Something that
sort
would
of
ruin his
lying-
career.
Or some kind of lying having to do with the body, perhaps, because so far his story is that he saw the body, but saw it during the mock trial and didn't want to lose.
I
And so he
actually-
didn't say anything.
I don't know about that, because I don't think Blackwell would actually try to hide evidence like that at this point. Otherwise,
That's
he wouldn't
true, yeah.
have bothered bringing him out.
Yeah.
I think the thing Blackwell is threatening him with is something that Blackwell is like, I don't care. If after all of this your personal law career gets ruined, I don't care. I'm on death row, but you will tell me the truth.
Yep. We'll
Uh,
see. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it. What's that all about?
Damon Gant would also refuse to testify in Rise from the Ashes, which was disqualified him for doing any testimonies when he changed his mind.
Yes,
That's
that
right.
did happen later.
That's right. That's right. He specifically said he refused to testify, and that. God, sorry, I just felt the satisfaction of that moment all over again. What a fucking
right?
What a fucking punch of a moment of, oh, I'm sorry, someone said they refused to testify, so you don't get to now.
Like,
You don't get to spin the narrative now. Fuck you.
Yeah, it was so good.
Whew.
classic.
I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify.
Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor?
The word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get on with this.
Oh yeah, this bitch is a cheater. This bitch is a cheater.
Yeah, 1000%.
Hugh O'Connor, a senior at Themis Legal Academy lawyer course. After all, prosecutors are not lawyers.
Just fine. Your testimony then, if you please.
You're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I were you.
I know Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy boy won't know what hit him.
I'm gonna hit him in the
Bullied
face.
many a valedictorian, thank you, Apollo.
All right, somebody give me a locker.
I knew what to do with an egghead.
To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range until 7 p.m.
Hang on, I just wanted to... Okay, yeah. So we still don't know where the arrow came from. It's just presumed to be from the archery club right now.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm that. Cool.
At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That is when I saw Juniper.
7:15.
We didn't say much as we passed each other by. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? That is quite enough. Well done, golden boy.
No, you're a trans femme with a praise kink. No, you'll figure it out eventually. Fucking gifted and talented kid.
God, are all the members of the Themis Legal Academy student body trans?
It's called Themis.
This joke was foreshadowing.
The final bell rings at 7 p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. Now, you will recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m., the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime.
And 5 minutes later, you're claiming that.
Do you have any proof of that?
As its final bell, the school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap.
Can't stop reading that as Gunnar. Why'd you do that?
So when the witness saw the defendant, that would have been...
Indeed, it was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on the tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building even after the killing.
So the time of the murder and the time of when the body was moved.
Great. Another inconvenient testimony.
Miss Sykes, your cross-examination, please.
Okay, let's think about this for a second. So,
Around the time of the murder.
to get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range until 7 p.m. Okay. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. Why did you go to the main building?
Our client has stated she went home at 6 p.m.
Okay, that's not, I mean, sure,
You
but
and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m.
No, wrong. I don't know what she was doing, but Juniper was definitely at school after 7 p.m. But I suppose neither side can prove one way or the other.
he's pointing out the same thing I am. Neither of those can. We need proof of the time. Both of it's just testimony right now. The only proof we have is the tape.
If Junie was there, that means she's lying. And she wouldn't do that to me. So you must be lying.
Oh
Truth
my
be
god.
told, I only saw her for the briefest of moments.
Yeah, it was just from behind. It was just the cloak. You didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. Let's press on that.
So you just walked past a good friend, barely saying a word?
The final bell had already rung. They get mad when you stand around chatting. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly in those annoyingly loud voices.
Oh my
Excuse
god,
me.
literally.
Objection! I get paid to talk endlessly in an annoyingly loud voice. I'd like it if you refrain from insulting my partner like that.
Hey, you leave Apollo out of this.
Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'll take this one for the team.
Okay, no, this is this face.
That's the faces of a moment of a bit of self-reflection, and also of
Beautiful.
contentment.
Yeah.
That might
He's a
go.
beautiful man.
Yeah, that is my thing.
No, yeah, no, that's me. That is me.
I work very hard at it. I practice in the mirror every morning.
Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say.
I mean, sure.
All right, I'll take you up on your kind offer.
I expected as much. So, go ahead. Ask away.
Mr. O'Connor, I want to ask you.
Why did you stay past the last bell?
Why would an honor student like you ignore the last spell?
I wouldn't say I ignored it. I was simply running a little late.
Do you remember exactly how late?
You're a stickler for details, lady.
Have you learned fucking nothing about me today?
But if I had to say, it was maybe
Oh my
about
God.
10, 15 minutes.
Within the margin of error, or the time of the accused murder.
If you think it's that important, I'll add it to my testimony.
Uh-huh!
I was hoping you'd say that. No biggie.
So, is it the tape that we're presenting here? The thing that supposedly now contradicts this?
This does not help it at all.
Okay, let me think then.
How would the tape recorded a femme voice, and Hugh does not have a femme voice?
So it was maybe 10, 15 minutes late, no biggie.
This-
Cause of death
this
between
edition-
6 and 8 p.m.
I'm going to tell you right now, this addition to his testimony is a red herring. It adds nothing.
Oh,
The
that's
red
fun.
So, press here again.
Oh my god!
There's
Oh
more
my god,
questions.
this guy is so annoying. I love it. I love this. They are finding so many new ways to add gameplay to this format. This is so cool.
Yep.
All
He'll
right,
keep-
I'll take you up on your kind offer again, Redux. Do I thank you, Judge?
Wait, what does that mean?
Go ahead. Ask away.
Mr. O'Connor, I want to ask you
How did you prep for the
prep
mock
for the mock trial. Yeah, because you just kind of said like meditating. Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial.
That's an easy one. Nothing in particular.
Nothing at all. You didn't help with the preparations?
You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations and the like to others. My job was to be mentally prepared.
Junie put her heart and soul into getting things ready, while he was just sat on his behind.
Just to reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 p.m. I suppose a few archery club members did come and go while I was there.
But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul?
That is correct. I didn't say a word to anyone till the final bell at 7 p.m.
I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony.
I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face.
She just
Okay.
endlessly makes him add information to us just to draw it out. A very
So
slow
is it
form of
the
torture.
is it the arrow? Because we still don't
No.
know where the arrow's from.
Check the court's planner.
Oh, I forgot about. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot about Court's planner. I should have checked it. I pressed the wrong button. But
So you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd. Are you sure about that?
well, I guess we're about to find out either way.
I already told you, my word is as good as gold.
Okay. Well, then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details, including ones maybe like that are just reading what's written on the page. For anyone that maybe just kind of got emotional and presented it in the heat of the moment.
Sorry, never seen that before.
This is the victim's planner. She recorded all her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads, 23rd, meet with Hugh, and important. Don't you find that interesting?
What? Where'd you get that?
The keyword here is important.
Never you mind that.
You say you were at the archery range all day, but you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk.
But the entire campus was buzzing with activity before the mock trial. Where could they have possibly had a private conversation?
I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last bell.
What's this now?
The witness stayed after the last bell in order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connell?
This is insane. Must we go through this yet again? I suppose you also have no evidence as usual?
No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell, and he attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim.
First Robin, now me. Who are you going to accuse next? You're just another unscrupulous attorney looking to get ahead.
Don't let him project on you.
Don't let him get to you. He's hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death.
I had my suspicions about Robin, but Hugh seems just as guilty. These three are the only possible suspects after all.
You gotta change your frame of thinking there.
Mr. O'Connell, answer me this.
Not that.
Did you meet with Professor Court that day?
That's so good. I love that.
Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I've got something to say. If it will save me some trouble, then by all means, speak away. If you would recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was female. Knowing that, I'd like you to explain how I could possibly be a suspect.
Have you considered, what if I didn't answer the question?
Ooh, he has a point.
Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine gold indeed.
He's fucking
Care to
music.
take the reins? You're more than capable of prosecuting this case. Sorry, but I'm studying to be a lawyer. What a pity. To think such genius is wasted on mere lawyering.
Yep. Lawyering and nothing else. Nothing else going on in my life.
At last, your moment is here, Sykes Dono. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement. And prove that you're the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your lapel.
Again, it makes sense. I'm not complaining about the game here, because it makes sense because Athena's new at this. But literally, wait, okay, what if I answered a question that wasn't your question? Now it's your job that you have to do that. Smoke bomb. Like, this is like lawyer 101 shit. What's the phrase? The Chewbacca defense. Of, if you considered a completely unrelated thing, have you considered that? Okay, but did you answer the question? But you need to answer this unrelated thing first.
That's what happens when you learn law from a ninja in prison.
Or Sasuke. We're not sure which.
A ninja in prison.
Could he lay on any more pressure?
The voice is unmistakably femme, so there's no point in arguing that.
Yeah, you're right. In which case, to whom does the voice on the tape really belong to? I mean, it could be the victim. It could be that
the victim.
It could be that the teacher was about to expel a student or was threatening to expel them and was like, "You're a goner. You're out of here, kiddo. You keep selling ketamine to the student."
I know, because I was buying from you. I didn't realize that until I met you in person and you thought I was a student and I thought you were a teacher.
And now it threatens my job security, so you're a goner. The voice on that tape belongs to the victim, but that's the only thing that makes sense. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Are you mad? The voice on the recording says you're a goner.
Yeah, what murderer says that isn't like a 15-year-old cartoon character?
Yes!
That is something a murderer shouts at their victim, not the other way around.
Yeah, that is a problem. A bunch of fucking teenagers being like, yeah, a murderer would shout, you're a goner.
Yeah, that's definitely something.
You're a shouting
goner.
Now, the typo is now infinitely more funny.
You're a gooner.
Your teacher yells you're a gooner at you.
You're a goner. You're a goner.
Athena?
You're a gooner. You're a gooner, Harry. You a corner. Hugh O'Connor. Wait
oh my god,
second.
that's really
she
it?
Was saying Hugh O'Connell.
That's it. Oh my god, god damn it.
You're scaring me here.
You're scared? I'm terrified for even coming up with this.
With what?
Prosecutor Blackwell, you wanted to know if I'm worthy of my badge. Well, I'm about to show you why. Despite my age, I can wear it with pride.
I'm not 25. I still have good ears.
Oh? Then I can take it you won't be changing your argument. Still, it stands that it's a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling you're a goner.
I agree. If that's what the victim was saying. But it's not.
I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes.
Not exactly, but you don't have to add fuel to the fire, Your Honor. If it is indeed Professor Court's voice on the tape, then he was shouting because she was
Scolding O'Connor.
Yeah, I mean, I guess threatening, depending on like the severity of what we think he's done, would be like the same.
Yeah, I think threatening implies like I'm gonna kill you in this case.
Oh,
I
I
think
see what you mean,
scolding
yeah.
is I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher telling this to a student makes more sense.
That's true.
Yeah.
The stakes are high. I would like to call one basic fact into question. Is that shout on the tape really shouting "You're a gooner"?
It's Goner. What the fuck are you talking about?
We're all goners, Apollo.
This is
Trust me, I know.
this explains why the characters keep saying the guy's full name instead of saying his surname like everyone else. I was wondering about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Professor Court's planner says she was supposed to meet with the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, had done something wrong, and this made Professor Court get angry with him during their private meeting.
I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape.
Well, if you want to see how it changes things, then let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. But, and this is important, use his full name.
Okay, let's see. You're Goner!
What did I do to deserve that?
Yes, like that. Now try again, but faster.
You're Goner! You're gonna. You're a meshy. Wait a second. No, this can't be.
You think I'd spend the energy to lead you on this far if it wasn't true? But it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That's a scientific fact. We sometimes mistake shadows for monsters or the wind for voices.
Okay, this is your version of the sword metaphors. Calm down.
Now that you mention it.
We can do this, Athena. Just give the old guy one little more push.
Down the stairs.
The sound on the tape recorder was never the phrase, "You're a goner." That's only what we thought we heard, when in fact it was the witness getting yelled at. The court will note that this is a difference from the selective hearing men are so good at.
Wow!
I think you're right, but what the hell was that last part about?
Queen
God.
Lysandrist Athena. Never mind. That's what
It was
That's what it says on her fucking name tag. Like, if you
Jesus.
zoom in on her badge, it says it tiny font.
Have you heard of Yanni versus Laurel, Your Honor?
Never
Jesus
mind.
Christ.
The important thing is that the voice that was recorded isn't our client's. And since it was the victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects.
I had thought that testimony would suffice, but it seems it has come to this. I will not allow such fallacious quibbles to upend this case. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court.
Oh, goody, I love it when you withhold evidence.
Evidence? What is he gonna pull out now?
Feast your eyes on this photo and let me see that insolent look vanish from within them.
Let's
Just
see here.
scanning.
It's a picture of the defendant and the victim.
Oh, the clock, I see.
Yeah, this
The
was
photograph shows professor and student preparing for the mock trial together.
7:15.
Wait, was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred?
Indeed it was. But the revelations do not end there. Do you see the clock on the wall?
Wait, but who took the picture?
But whose phone? It reads 7:05, a mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on that tape.
What?
The accused brutally stabbed the victim to death 5 minutes after this photo was taken.
And no one could walk into a room in 5 minutes.
It seems the defendant's culpability in this crime is quite obvious.
Junie was with Professor Court just 5 minutes before she was murdered? What now? Nothing I say can change that
Hang on.
fact.
Not necessarily. Let's take a look. Because they also make a point of showing the moon in that picture.
The moon, there's a book in her pocket, which presumably is the one we have
That's
now.
the planner, yep.
There's that art, quote unquote, the painting.
The statue.
Hold on.
What's up?
The sculpture covered with chains that goes out the window, that's on a crank, that maybe could be put around someone's wrists to lower a body.
Okay, that's definitely worth noting. Good to know. I'm also wondering...
I was also wondering, like, if you're just gonna stab someone like that, why bother tying up their wrists? That doesn't really, like, make a lot of sense.
Oh!
Like, but if
Wait
you're
a
trying
minute.
to, like, lower the body another floor,
Wait a
that
minute.
would make sense.
Hang on. No, not... Okay, not that then. I thought for a second the photo might be mirrored, but no. We're just gonna keep going in a second here. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I can pick up on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That painting is 100% Junie in her flower girl getup. Yes, it is. Just seeing if there's anything else.
Any silly bullshit. Other than that bra arm, I can't unsee on that statue.
So that statue, we can tell by the paint there, or by the dust there, that it was recently carved. So that sets a timeline if we can establish when that statue and when that painting were created. Because this photo might have been taken on a different day.
Yeah, that's also possible.
Understand now. You can believe in your client all you wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before the cruel, steely blade of truth. Listen, Missy. The person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world, I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire.
But I became a lawyer so I could...
Be talked over by men?
Did you fail to understand after so much pain and defeat? The courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers.
They're little children acting as lawyers.
So before you break your back in failure...
For context, Lincoln taught a witness to lie in court by using a moon almanac. The witness was claiming he saw the accused in the moonlight. What? Abe Lincoln's law career, okay, interesting.
That's a deep dive.
Run along home and grow up.
It is so funny being, like, in your early mid-20s and, like, talking to someone
Like,
who's
grow
18,
up,
being
you 18-year-old!
Yeah, you baby, you child, not a grown adult like me.
I see.
If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming.
I'll just say that there's a very important reason why he's talking like this to her.
I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. But I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. It's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances, even if I force it?
This is better than bad. I knew Blackwell was the one waiting in the wings. Why didn't that twisted samurai just present it at the beginning?
Wait, maybe this was his real plan? Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Maybe he's right, because I haven't really got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constance Court? Robin Newman, a girl who'd been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the honor student who had met with Professor Court, and I guess only negative character trait is just kind of sucks?
There seems to be little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. The time for a verdict has come.
Who's calling for objection?
Swear to God, if it's Phoenix Wright. No, okay, thank God.
Objection!
No! That's not gonna happen, man! What is the meaning of this? You can't interrupt a judge about to hand down a...
Oh, maybe, but false verdicts are N-O-N-O.
What?
Miss Newman, please explain yourself.
He's also credited with creating the choke slam. What the fuck? Abraham Lincoln was a professional wrestler? You can't be... Really? What?
Apparently he's just the coolest motherfucker that ever lived.
Juniper is not the killer.
Laying down the law.
I know because I know who the real killer is.
You do? You know who the real killer is? What is she up to now?
Yep. I know because the real killer is M.E. me.
What?
It was me! I did it alone! Just me!
Do they know what I'd be protecting? I don't get it. Why is she confessing?
Miss Newman was witness near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. Her guilt seems beyond doubt. She did it. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems. Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends. Just so he can walk free. Get it over with. Declare me guilty already.
Is O'Connor also gonna say, no, I did it? Oh no. Interesting.
Please. Wait.
Juniper, what are you doing?
Thank you for all you've done, Thena. But you'll have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer.
Junie, no! Don't do it!
Hugh and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is... me. I alone am responsible for the entire crime.
What?
Junie, you know that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement.
I'm afraid it is true. Forgive me, Thena.
Wow, that's not usually how these go. Wow, hey.
Order! Order! Will somebody please explain what's going on here?
What madness is this in court? People aren't allowed to confess here. Not until their silly animation comes up anyway.
I see right through your cheap ploy.
You haven't played your silly animation yet.
School rules state that a prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had go up in a puff of smoke.
Oh, I was aware.
Even meek little
Christ,
mortals
dude!
fight what ordered. A pitiful spectacle, I might add.
When did that rule get implemented? Because I have like 30 priors.
These vermin are trying to protect each other, now that there's nowhere else to run.
Protect each other? Wait. So was Robin just trying to protect
Yeah.
Junie too?
Yeah, you fucking psychologist. Piece of
I'm
shit.
the one who's trying to protect Junie. If so, then the real killer is...
Is Hugh about to also confess?
God, this hyper-competitive fucking...
Guess the whole thing's a joke.
Oh, now it's Hugh's turn.
What? What is wrong with kids these days?
I know what just crossed your mind, Miss Sykes.
Oh.
You think I'm the killer, don't you?
Yeah, what would ever give me that idea, dude? Jesus.
He really is a genius. He even knows what you're thinking.
Oh man, the 3DS, that would have been great. I do love that they used the 3DS
It was.
to
cool.
aim a bow directly at your fucking head.
Hell yeah.
I think it's about time I told you the truth. And I'll get right to the point. It was me. I did it.
Wait, what?
Alone. By myself, because I'm just that cool.
Now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer.
I'm so confused right now.
If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plot? It's absolute genius, of course. Enough of this nonsense! This is a court of law, not the set of some high school drama!
I see I have no choice. I'm afraid I'll have to.
Convict all three.
Wait, your boldness!
Shut the fuck up, Prosecutor Blackwell! I am not in a position to hand down a verdict just yet. I am hoping the defense and prosecution could come up with some airtight evidence. That is why I'm giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case.
I need to go home and have a beer. This day has been too much for me.
I've decided I'm gonna kill our kids. They don't deserve it anymore.
Pinch me, I think I'm dreaming.
Fine. Do as you wish.
This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned.
To be continued. Also, you ain't wrong. He has been pocketing his hand the whole time. I was wondering why he was aiming with his fucking teeth. All right, that's gonna be the end of the stream for today. This has been excellent and also a lot. Wow, holy shit! I'm so glad we got through that together. But also, Jesus Christ, that was a lot.
It is.
Yeah. Athena joins a long list of iconic, problematic leads.
A long list of problematic faves.
She's trying her best. She's trying too hard. She's trying way too hard. She really needs to understand what it is she's trying for. Oh god.
She's a fully grown adult. She's 18 years old. She just graduated with a psychology degree and she's ready to practice law.
Oh, god. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. Square, thank you very much for the subscription and for helping me with the achievement earlier. Thank you all so much for watching. Please take care. We'll have more streams soon. Take it easy.
Please.